Today I'll be showing to you 7 most important reasons why women cheat, according to an expert says. So let's get started. This can be seen as the underlying theme of the majority of motivations for infidelity. Dissatisfaction, explains Skirtu, is where it starts. People justify this by saying, "We are in a bad patch." She continues. Then the opportunity arises for one person, and instead of stopping things before they start, they justify crossing a boundary with, "My partner doesn't care anyway." It's completely innocent. For every relationship boundary crossed, the person has to justify their behavior to themselves first, then they are able to compartmentalize the actions. Not finding satisfaction in a current relationship can trigger someone to seek that satisfaction elsewhere or even use the act of cheating, whether consciously or unconsciously, as a catalyst to end their current relationship. When a woman is struggling with low self-worth, it may spur them to look to external sources for the attention and validation that they and their partner are unable to create and sustain. Low self-esteem starts out looking like, "Why would anyone find me attractive?" Then when someone starts to show that attention, it feels really good, says Skirtu. A woman who cheats may rely on affairs to provide them with proof of their value or desirability. When one fling ends, it may cause them to feel neglected or worthless, so they pursue a new romantic interest, and the cycle continues. While studies suggest that men who cheat are primarily motivated by sex, women who cheat tend to do so to fill an emotional need. And in the case of an emotional affair, sex isn't part of the equation at all. Whether the affair is physical or emotional in nature, a woman may cheat because they crave conversation, empathy, respect, devotion, adoration, support, or some other connection that's lacking in their current relationship. Some people convince themselves emotional is not a real affair. However, most sexual ones start emotional, says Skirtu. I find it pretty rare to have an only sexual affair without some emotions because they usually start as friends. That's how you start crossing boundaries and justify the behavior. Some women enter into a relationship with an idealized image of how their spouse should behave. When the partner falls short of expectations and can't meet their every need and desire, it can create a divide in the relationship that provides the impetus to stray. Some women may resent their partner for another reason, such as a partner's past affair, and use their own infidelity as retaliation. You've likely heard of the term serial cheaters, people who cheat for the thrill of it. They may love their SO but yearn for those endorphin-fueled interactions that make a new relationship so exciting. I think as a society we don't honestly address how boring work and family life can be at times, explains Skirtu. I was recently watching the show Good Girls, and they turned to street crimes. It's addressing the same thing, boredom. I feel people are more likely to cheat than to get involved in crimes, but it's the same premise. In fact, a study at the affair dating website AshleyMadison.com found that 67% of heterosexual, married women who cheat sought out romantic passion, yet 100% of the women denied any intention of leaving their husbands. Some even stated their overt love for their husbands, painting them in positive light. Try as we might to keep the spark alive, the excitement that accompanies a new relationship only lasts so long. Predictability and familiarity will eventually overtake the quality and frequency of sex. It's not surprising, then, that some women who cheat are missing those thrilling hallmarks of a relationship's beginning stages, when passion and intrigue have yet to give way to routine. In fact, Skirtu believes this is historically one of the motivators behind male-centric infidelity. It might have been an expectation that at a certain point, sex was not a big part of marriage, so cheating was a necessary evil. A woman who cheats may have a partner who works long hours, leaving them home with the kids all day. Perhaps they've found themselves in a stage in life when it's harder to make friends, or maybe their SO is contending with a chronic illness. Whatever the reason, loneliness or feelings of isolation and disengagement can provide the perfect ingredients for an affair, says Skirtu. They feel lonely and someone else starts meeting the unmet needs.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Also like and share with your friends and family.